Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see we are back on F1 Clash as always. In today's video we are gonna be studying and giving the best strategies on how to win Series 6. For this video I'm gonna be using Kevin Magnussen at level 4, who is a Series 5 driver, and I'm gonna be using Guan Yu Zhou, who is a driver from Series 4. I do have Lando Norris here. He is kind of better in fuel, tire management and wet weather ability, but I'm looking for more overtaking and defending with consistency. As for my setup, I'm basically using this one. All of these parts are parts from Series 5 and below. So between Series 1 and 5, you can see this is a balanced setup. So let us go to Series 6, and I'm gonna be playing 3 races, and many of you have been asking me to do all the races in my videos. So this is gonna be, let's call it the first part of Series 6, and I'm gonna be doing 3 tracks and leaving the 2 final tracks for tomorrow's video. Our first race is gonna be on France. This is a long track and it is considered of 8 laps. So depending on which positions we are gonna be getting in our qualifying session, we are gonna be deciding our strategy. So we are facing epic Lewis Hamilton. We qualified in P10 and in P14. I'm thinking of going for a 2-stop strategy. So I'm gonna be going for 3 laps on the medium compound. We're gonna be conserving all of these 3 laps. After that, we're gonna be pitting for a new set of softs without servicing, and we are gonna be starting our boost phase. So first of all, as I said, 3 laps on the medium compound, conserve all of these laps, then pit without servicing, new set of softs, and then boost for 2 laps, go back to pit for a new set of hard tires, and then boost to finish. Your last pit stop is the one which is gonna be with servicing this time. I do know that during this stint we are gonna be losing a lot of positions, but this is necessary and we have to keep conserving so that we can afford boosting the next 2 laps on the soft compound. We can find, by the way, 5 tracks in Series 6. There is Spain, there's France, there is Red Bull Ring, Hungaroring, and we do have, I believe, Imola. All of these, like if we take a look at those long tracks like Imola, like France, these tracks, you have to do a 2-stop strategy. You can only on Imola, you can go for a 1-stop strategy, which could be better. 2 stints, hard tires. You can boost the 4th lap of each stint. That could work, and I think that it is better than a 2-stop strategy on Imola. As for the other tracks, Red Bull Ring, Hungaroring, and Spain, it is preferred to go for a 1-stop strategy all the time. Try to conserve your first stint, your entire first stint, plus a little bit of support, so that you don't lose a lot of positions, and from there you can pit with service so that you can start your boost phase for 3-4 laps. We're gonna be seeing these in this video. So we are gonna be pitting at the end of this current lap. Hopefully we don't stack that much, but it is completely fine. I'm not, I'm worried about, stacking a lot, because we are gonna be starting the boost phase entirely. As that is 1, 2, 3. All right, so we did lose around 1 second, which is fine, as long as we are in front of the rival with Guan Yu Zhou, right? So we are completely fine at the moment. We are gonna be boosting for 2 laps and then going back to pit for a new set of hard tires. One thing that you do need to know is that starting Series 6, this is where you are gonna be facing Series 12 drivers. Before Series 6, it is completely, let's say, rare to race a Series 12 driver unless you are using some high series drivers or some very high team score. But with the strategies I did mention in my previous two videos about Series 4 and Series 5, it is completely possible to avoid facing Series 12 drivers, especially if you are using, let's say, some below the series you are racing in as drivers or parts. So both of my drivers are picking up positions. Joe got stuck a little bit here behind the Haas car, but it is fine. He pulled up another overtake. Magnussen is gonna be pitting at the moment. Hopefully we don't stack a lot as well. So it is gonna be 4, 5 seconds, 6. All right, so we are completely fine. We are out. We are gonna be pushing for 3 laps at the moment. Our rival is pitting as well. And yeah, from there it is just a boost phase. We are cruising, and this strategy works perfectly as well. Don't just go and forfeit your race if your rival is using a Series 12 driver and he did qualify, let's say, in P1 or P2, which is normal for a Series 12 driver in Series 6. You always gonna be getting P1 or P2 in your qualifying sessions. But just don't give up. Try to perform the best strategy, and yeah, you're gonna be having a great chance of, let's say, winning the race again. As you can see, Joe is already up in P10. Magnussen is up in P4 and he's chasing after Hamilton. He's not gonna be able to overtake him, obviously, because this is a Series 12 driver after all, and he is on the soft compound. But it is gonna be P4, I believe, and probably if any AI car is gonna be pitting. All right, so the Mercedes did go to pit. We are gonna be promoted to P3 at the moment. And Joe, amazing drive here, up to P9. Can we pull another overtake while the cars are in pits? That is gonna be a no. All right, so this is gonna be P9 and P3. This is gonna be 100% a win for us. And yeah, from there, just perform the best strategy. Have confidence that you can do this. And yeah, just support your drivers and it is gonna be a win. Magnussen did cut down. He's nearly out of fuel, but he's gonna keep his position and finish in P3. I believe this should be around 22. This should be around like 36, maybe 37 points. Joe is on the final straight, and that is gonna be 38 points. All right, let's go to another race. Next up, this is gonna be Spain. This is another track from Series 6. Let us see, first of all, where we are gonna be qualifying. Hopefully we're not facing some Series 12 drivers, because it is gonna be tough as Spain is a short track. So that's P10 and P14. We are facing Greer Hamilton this time. We are gonna be going for a one-stop strategy. We're going for a medium compound in our first stint, 4 laps on conserve, full conserve. Just try to support your drivers so that you don't lose a lot of positions, and from there, yeah, this is gonna be a win. Magnussen, decent start. He's up in P8 at the moment. Guan Yu Zhou is in P15. I believe he lost a position, but it is fine. As long as we keep the rival behind us, we are gonna be winning this race. 4 laps on medium tires, full conserve, then pit with service this time. And from there, go for a new set of hard tires and boost to finish. Amazing job here from Joe. Right, on conserve, we overtook Lewis Hamilton, who is on the soft compound. Hamilton is yet to be pitting for a new set, and because he's on the softs at this stint, so you know that he's gonna be going for a 2-stop strategy and not just one, because Rear Hamilton, he can perform 5 laps on the hard tires, but with the AI always going for regular driving with boost sometimes, this means he's gonna have to pit again. So from here, you just have to build your momentum. You just have to focus on not losing positions to your rival. If he's on the soft tires and he is gonna be pitting, just don't fight this. You're gonna be burning your fuel, you're gonna be burning your tires, and eventually the AI is gonna be overtaking you easily, especially that he is gonna be on the soft compound. One thing you need to pay attention to is that Spain is one of those tracks where the medium tires are bugged as well. So you do have this penultimate corner here. Your driver is always under threat from spinning, and you have like maybe turn 1, 2, or you have turn 3, maybe turn 4, where your driver always spins as well if you are boosting, which is annoying. But yeah, medium tires have not been fixed yet, so you just have to pay attention to this. So we have 4 laps. We are completely relaxed at this stage. We're gonna be pitting now. Hopefully we don't stack a lot inside the pit lane. All right, let's see, 1, 2, all right. It should be around 5 seconds maybe. This is a perfect pit stop, by the way. And Joe should be out in front of our rival as well. That is true. Hamilton did overtake us in front. He is back on a medium compound. He should go to pit at the start of like maybe lap 7 or lap 8. But there's no way he's gonna continue to finish on this on these tires. And yeah, from here we're just boosting, cruising to finish. And this is where you can boost for 4 entire laps on these hard tires without worrying about running out of tires or running out of service. Hopefully we are gonna be picking a lot of positions. We're just boosting here. Every single AI car who's in front on a softer compound is yet to be pitting again. So we maybe are looking for like a net P5 or P4 for Kevin Magnussen, hopefully. All right, one thing that, by the way, I'm reading your questions here, guys, while recording. Many of you are asking about if they should go to champion steer or if they, let's say, go for contenders. All right, here's the thing. You can go for champions if you can afford it. But if you don't have at least one Series 12 driver, and let's say some good parts, don't go and try to qualify, because it is gonna be impossible. And even me, I'm still in Series 10 at the moment. I do have like Gasly at level 3. I do have George Russell level 1, but I still haven't reached Series 12. I don't even have the full parts. I don't have levels or a strong car to fight for a high placement. And the only reason I go for champion tier is because I'm trying to hit some Series 11 or 12 parts or drivers, so that I'm able to level up some of these cards before unlocking Series 12. So we're finishing here in P11 and P5 for Kevin Magnussen. This is amazing, and we are gonna be playing one more race. Our final race is gonna be on Red Bull Ring, and for some reason I had to forfeit 5 or 6 races just to find a different track from France and Spain. And yeah, it took me around 5-6 races to find Red Bull Ring. All right, we're having a bad qualifying session. All right, it is fine. P13 and P14. Our rival qualified in P8, but the problem is it is gonna be a wet race. So the thing is, either you go with the pack of AI cars in front of you, or you go for a different strategy. I do recommend to go for 5 laps on your first stint, especially that on both ways. If it is a dry race or wet race, just go for a one-stop strategy. Go for 5 laps on your first stint, conserve 4, then boost the entire 5th, go to pit with service and boost to finish from there. It is gonna be a massive blow for us. We're gonna be losing a lot of positions in this first stint, but lose positions now so that you can win the race later. As long as my drivers are defending, I'm happy with that. We are currently in P13 and P14. I believe we are gonna be losing around 2 to 3 positions on our first stint. But the thing is, if it is like a dry race, every single AI car on the field is gonna be pitting at the end of the 4th lap. So if you can stay within, let's say, P10 to P15, you should be able to go up to P3 or P4 at the start of lap 5. And as you can just see, our rival did overtake us with he did overtake both of my drivers. And I'm just conserving at this stage, and I want to win. If you see such qualifying session, as I said before, don't give up. Just give it your best. You have no idea what could happen. Maybe your rival will get a breakdown. Maybe, let's say, the weather can change just like that. So just keep fighting. And we are down to P16 with Kevin at the moment, in P14 with Guan Yu Zhou, and Bottas isn't that far in front of us. He's just in front of us by like a couple of corners. So we're gonna be starting the boost phase here. We have to go for an extra lap. As you can see, the whole field did go to pit, and we are up in P4 with Guan Yu Zhou. We are up in P6 with Kevin Magnussen. Things are looking good, and I have to conserve with Magnussen to avoid stacking a lot. Unfortunately, I believe Guan Yu Zhou is running out of tires just before reaching the pit lane, but that is fine. We are gonna be starting our boost phase now, and hopefully we can pick up a lot of positions. The thing is, the weird thing is, on Red Bull Ring, it is 9 laps. So basically, if you're thinking normally, if the AI cars go to pit at the end of the 4th, then they should go to pit at the end of the 8th lap as well. But that's not the case. Only a very small amount of AI cars do go to pit at the start of the final lap. So you have to make sure that you still have a decent amount of tires for your final lap. So you can boost for 4 full laps, but try to conserve a little bit just to keep this 8 to 10% of your tires for the final couple of corners of the final lap, because you are gonna be gaining a lot of positions as every single AI car in front of you is gonna be running out of tire. So amazing moves here from Guan Yu Zhou. He's up in P11 and he should be able to overtake Alonso here. Indeed, he's up in P10. Kevin Magnussen is unfortunately still in P15, but it is fine as we are catching Valtteri Bottas in front. And we are about to start our final lap. As you can see, none of the AI cars in front is actually going to pit. All right, there's one car that went to pit, but all of these cars you're seeing on the screen in front of us are gonna be running out of tires very soon. Come on, Kevin. All right, unfortunately, Kevin isn't able to pick up another position, but you can just see that all of these cars are already out of tires. And now I do have the advantage with Kevin Magnussen with 2%, 1% left. But the thing is, if you can keep boosting while out of tires with every single AI car, then you should be completely fine. We're gonna be finishing in P7 and P9, and every single car on the field is literally out of tires. This is unbelievable, man. So that is gonna be it for this video. We did mention 3 races in this one: France, Spain, and Red Bull Ring. Next video is gonna be around Hungaroring and Imola. Hopefully this video is gonna be of a help for you guys, and let me know down in the comments if these strategies are working for you too. And yeah, until tomorrow, stay safe and peace.